remember when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, I would say, when I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor. When I grew up, I'm going to be a basketball player. When I grew up, I'm going to be. Do you remember what you said you were going to be when you grew up? How does that feel? What are you feeling in this moment? Did I make you go, ouch? Or did I make you go, I'm exactly where I wanted to be? And it's funny because you get older and you remember being a child, having all of this energy and talking about all of these things that you want. Well, I'm an adult. I'm married. I have 3 kids. My wants are completely different now. Now, I just want to have energy. I want to have energy to play with my kids. I want to feel good when I step out of bed. I want to make sure that as I continue to get older, my body just works for me. It's amazing how our wants change as we get older. And for that reason, here's why you need to move now. You see, I took you back to when you were a child to remind you that, like, you have dreams, you have goals, you have things you want. They have been there. And for some reason, you got to a place where you just stopped. The elevator was going up. You got to the 10th level. There's 50, flights in that building, but you got off at level 10. And you think that's where you're supposed to be. Let me share a little secret with you. Every time I did something that was not in agreement with my goals, with my purpose, there was an internal conflict. You feel this when you get up in the morning, you go, I'm going to go work out. And then a kid wakes up and you go, never mind, I got to change my plans. And then all of a sudden you feel a little frustrated, right? Because there's something that you want and need to do, and you know why you need to do it. But then the pandemic came, right? Life changed. I mean, I remember in 2017, my wife and I were just about to, get on a flight to Italy and go and enjoy being in Rome. That didn't happen. So we wanted to plan the following year, but then the pandemic happened. Gyms started closing. Kids were staying home. Hours and hours and hours of just change was happening. And as these changes were happening, I realized that I can only keep up to a certain extent before my body, my mind, my spirit just wants to give up and give in. But I'm not going to allow that to happen. And maybe you did. And if that's the case, it's okay. Because I like you to have a mindset kind of like a child. Forget about it. Whatever. It happened. The time has passed. We're in the present moment right now. We're right here. What are you doing today? How are you making sure that that pain, that energy you want to have, the body you're trying to achieve, the goals, what's your plan to accomplish these things? Like, how are you realistically going about this? Because I have spoken with a lot of people. And when I talk to clients and I talk to people, I realize that people wish they would have started years ago. They wish they would have started when they were 20. They wish they would have started when they were 15. We got clients that are 60. They wish they would have started at their 30s instead of their 40s. But I'm here to tell you, age doesn't matter, because you can be 60 years right now, you're 60 years old right now, and realize that you're in the best shape of your life mentally. You have some goals you want to accomplish physically. Your bones don't hurt. You feel like, you got a couple aches and pains, but you can get up and get after it. That person can do it. And guess what? So can you. So it doesn't matter where you are, because here's the picture I'm going to paint for you. If you do nothing right now, maybe nothing changed. Actually, it will. Things will go against the direction you want to go. So you're kind of having that fight with yourself. I want you to get out of your way. I need you to move yourself aside because that person wants to stay comfortable. But at the same time, you're in conflict because you told your inner coach, right? There's an inner critic, there's an inner coach. The inner critic is the one that wants you comfortable. In a TV show or in the movies, they'll show it as the devil on one side, the angel on the other, right? This angel over here, you've told that person your dreams, you told them your goals, and they said, you know what, I got you. I got your back. I'm gonna make sure when you get up tomorrow morning and you set that alarm clock, you're not gonna hit the snooze button. You're gonna get up right away and we're gonna go ahead and exercise, or we're gonna go ahead and like write that paper, or we're gonna get up and have some me time. But instead, the inner critic said, ha ha, guess what? I'm back. I know for a fact that if you hit that snooze button, you get 9 more minutes to rest. And instead of getting up and guaranteeing that you were gonna have your day start off with something you enjoy, you gave in to your normal self and all of a sudden you're having a bad day. No, you're not having a bad day. You made a bad choice. And we all do that. We all do that at times, and it's hard. You know, it's not until you have more repetitions of doing something good or better than what you were previously doing that you're really going to start to see the benefits and make change. But it starts by moving now. I shared this story with you because right now, if you're like, man, I have the workout gear. I've even got a coach. I went ahead and ordered the food. I started meal prepping. I went ahead and I, started to map out how I was going to exercise. You did everything necessary that you need to do to be ready, but then you stopped. What are you afraid of? Fear is nothing but fantasized experiences appearing real, meaning in your mind, you created something that doesn't exist in the now, which is supposedly in the future, but it's not even going to happen because it's in your mind, right? This moment, you can realistically do something. You can realistically change. Your tomorrow doesn't have to be, I wish I would have yesterday, because you can do something about it right now. All of us are looking at life and going, you know what? I don't know if tomorrow's promised. Yeah, so what you're telling me is you're going to go to your grave not living. You're going to go to your grave not achieving anything you want. I mean, anything. Why are you okay with that? Why are you okay with just settling for less? Just because someone told you couldn't, told you that you wouldn't, and told you that you shouldn't, doesn't mean that they're correct. Let me share an alarming stat with you. The average 2-year-old hears approximately 422 negative words per day. You know what that means? Since you were a kid, someone told you how to be, how to act, what your limitations may have been when you always knew you could have done more. So therefore, you started to fight and fight and fight and give it, every single thing you could until you couldn't take it no more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rocky story. You are living the Rocky experience. You need to get back up. You need to go another round because what you want is just on the other side of those behaviors. Look, take a realistic look at yourself. I do it all the time. And sometimes I got to be honest, I don't like what I see in myself. I want you to take that realistic look at yourself as well. If you dislike what you do not see, you're the only person that can change it. You might need someone to push you or to encourage you, and that's what I'm here for. What I want to do is I want to keep pulling on that cord like a lawnmower, right? Those old lawnmowers, just pulling that cord until you just go on automatic, right? That autopilot. So for now, be okay with how things look. Take a realistic, ugly, dirty, real, just whatever it takes you to go, you know what? Under all of this, it's me. That's the person I'm talking to. That's the person I want to see. That's the person that wants to live beyond what they're living right now. So I know that I'm talking to you about the health and wellness journey, but it's all tied together, okay? Your behaviors are going to lead to a better body. Your routines are going to lead to the lifestyle that you want to have. It's you. It's always been you. So, as I tell myself all the time, flex, get out the way, because you know what's going to happen when you get started. When you commit, when you give every single piece of you to what you're seeking to accomplish. It doesn't matter what's coming today. Oh, I got 5 meetings a day. I got to move my workout from the morning to the evening. Sure, no problem. I'm going to get mine today. Oh, I can't work out today, or I had to skip a meal because I understood that I just didn't have the time to do it. So what? I got time later. I'm still going to drink my water. I'm still going to go ahead and do what I need to do. But you got to be okay with taking the first step. It's one of the most rewarding and most challenging things to do. But I challenge you this. When you take that first step, ask yourself, how do you feel right now? Like, you go from a state of not knowing to believing. In a switch, it happens that fast because you committed. So yeah, the time for you to move is right now. You don't have nothing else to wait for. We are currently doing life maybe not the way you want to do it. So now it's time to begin to do so. And that is exactly why my wife and I came up with the Fit Parent Blueprint. Because why? We understand what it means to be a parent. We understand what it means. Look, here's the things I'm trying to balance right now. I want to be the best flex that I can be. I want to be the best flex for my wife that I can be. I want to be the best flex for my children. I want to be the best flex for my business. All of these best versions of myself I'm working on continuously, but it's driven by my vision, right? You think that you look around and you go, but I don't have a good example. No one has ever taught me. No one has ever. You get to a point where you're in control. Now you're behind the driver's seat. At this point, it's not he did this to me or she did this to me. You're now doing this to yourself. If you want a better body, you're either helping yourself bring it out or you're hiding it. One or the other. The behaviors and routines that you're doing, if you're like, it's not a gift or a skill of mine, you can acquire it. You can hire a coach. This is what the Fit Parent Blueprint is all about. Marsha and I understand, number one, getting older can be fun. And getting older, you can still have the body that you want. That's the benefits of the practice of the behaviors and the routines. But what we really learned right now is after you pass your 30s, life looks a little bit different and your wants are too. So here's what I'm saying to you. Maybe you want to have more energy to play with your kids. Maybe you would like to have a really nice fit body, maybe the one that you always dreamed about. But to keep it simple, you really just want to live just a healthy lifestyle. You want support. You want accountability. You want somewhere that you can go where the resources are trusted, that they're giving you quality information, not only that they've applied to themselves, but have experienced over time. All of this love and effort we put into the Fit Parent Blueprint, there's nothing that I need to sell you on. This is for you. This is for you. If you're like, right now, I'm ready to transform my life, I'm ready to get strong, fit, and confident in 12 weeks, you can definitely check out our Fit Parent Blueprint. You can go ahead and join our free Facebook community, Strong, Fit, and Confident for Life. There we're sharing a lot of fitness tips, but we're also helping you begin your journey because right now you're on the fence and you're like, I want to, but I'm unsure. Well, join our community. Let's have some conversations. Let us get you from where you are to where you want to be. Half the time, it's not about the exercises or the nutrition. It's simply a mindset switch. Someone who, remember, I brought up earlier, all those negative words you heard as a child, they amounted to something as an adult. Most adults we talk to right now, we go, well, where do your problems stem from? Early childhood development. You still haven't gotten over the stuff in your past, but how are you supposed to move forward? From this moment on, I want you to take this pledge with me. And the pledge is that from this day forward, I will live my best life and I will love myself in every single part of it. And that means the good, the bad, the ugly, the person that said, don't get up today, that just made you stay down, just in your comfort zone. Love that person too. But tell that person it's time to get up. It's time to go. It's time to get moving. And you certainly can. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And most importantly, make sure that when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going out and you're getting it. Enjoy the rest of your day on purpose. Out.